Hello viewers, you're welcome to Express Politics on TVRC. My name is Abiola Michael, and with me in the studio today is Dr. Akintunde Sami Vincent. Good to have you in the studio once again, sir.
Same here.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And today, on today's episode, we are going to be talking about Tinubu's vacations and his numerous Junketing Imbroglio. About 3 weeks ago, he departed on a vacation to the UK to reflect on this administration's economic reform. So we are here today because ever since he resumed office May 2023, this is the first time he's going to be going on an annual vacation. And he has embarked on several foreign trips, but this is the first time he's going for the vacation. So we are here to discuss the essence. How do Mr. President's frequent travels, how does it impact his ability to effectively rule the nation?
Well, straight to your question.
Yes.
Junketing, traveling virtually every time would definitely impact negatively on the positive, on the president's ability to govern the people. Of course, I wouldn't say totally. Let me refresh that. We affect reasonably on his ability to govern the people. Because today, Paris, tomorrow, Austria, concurrent traveling. Are you going to know the feelings of your people when you choose not to live with them? It is when you live with them that's when you know what they are passing through. Just like a father who thinks calling the family from far away distance will equal good parenting.
Yes. It's
not going to equal good parenting compared to when you are available. You are able to effect changes at when due. So, John getting up and down, it's not going to affect. It's not going to impact on this. It's not going to impact positively on the people. On the contrary, if it's going to be on the basis of meeting with foreign partners to discuss memorandum of understanding on how to, take the country forward, that is okay. But when it's on vacation, for crying out loud, think about it. Just imagine the president chose to spend his vacation towards this River State, Cross River, the popular resort there. If he chose to spend his vacation there, I'll get the name. Or let's say one of the popular tourist destination. Definitely that place want to put in good shape, and that will put a very lovely, that will paint the place in good character. That if the president could visit that particular area, then why not ordinary citizens want to do the same? And that will also open up our economy. But today you travel to the UK for vacation, then the money that we are still complaining, we are saying citizens should tighten up their belt, and people are sure the bet, there's no longer, the bet has destroyed.
There's no bet.
The trouser is no longer there. Everybody is more or less like walking naked in the street because there's nothing to show, except for the grace of God.
Obviously,
the ability to breathe, ability to see, to breathe air, for the grace, the grace of life. That's what Nigerians actually, thanking God. Benefiting, not depending on this kind of administration where the president is saying tighten up your belt, and they're losing theirs already. In short, they've even put agbada. They are working on a barriga. There's nothing to tighten up for them, because if the president is going on vacation and he's saying you stay there, tighten up your belt, and tighten what?
I was surprised 3 weeks ago when the news was released, because how does the president intend to address national issues if he's not on seats? And also, you remember, according to the section 145 of the Constitution, before the president goes on annual vacation, he has to write a letter of declaration to the National Assembly, which I don't know he did. So now, are you saying that Mr. President's schedules suggest that it's more focused on personal interest than national interest?
So when you see presidency, when you see being a president of a country, is a call to service.
Yes.
It's a call to service. And when you look at the attribute of a good leader, It has to come. It comes with empathy. You have to empathize with the people. So when that empathy is taken away from what is happening to, take a look at this policy of removal of fuel subsidy. We own the crude in this country. There's no grammar you want to speak that can deceive Nigerians, saying that okay, NNPC they should be in charge, and NNPC is saying no, they are not answerable to the president, that they are not limited, and that the country is owing them money. Who own NNPC? Who own Nigeria? Who is in charge of NNPC? Who is in charge of Nigeria? So it's more or less like you deceiving people, like painting red black. I mean, calling red black, calling blue green for people. So it's more or less like, back to your question, talking about it's personal interest. It's not in the interest of the people. Because if, like I just talked about empathy.
Yes.
Like when you cannot feel the pain of the people, just take a look within the space of one year, 600, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,200, and it hasn't stopped. And people are crying, and the government is turning a deaf ear. Then that's it. You know that empathy is gone. It's no longer empathizing with the people, and even proper communication gone. Because even in your communication, people can always perceive a whole lot of inadequacies.
Yes, I agree with you.
Like the issue of tightening up your belt, or the issue of NNPC not belonging to the Nigerian government, becoming a limited, or what's it called, not wanting to name the president as the substantial minister of the petroleum, or you don't even know who is in charge of. Maybe you don't even know who to call to account. The NNPC will talk about the marketers. Dangote will talk about NNPC. The marketers will talk about logistics. All manner of imbroglio.
Yes, I realize they have been shifting the blame.
So it's probably the other essence of putting Melek Yari is not the whole essence, is not for a kind of scapegoat for somebody to point accusing finger to.
Can imagine. Now,
so,
I don't know.
Like I said, back to is more or less, for me, in my opinion, I think it's personal interest.
Personal interest.
And personal interest we must take away personal interest. It has to be the interest of the people. That's when we are practicing the real democracy. When the people count, when the interest of the people also precedes the interest of anybody who is in charge. Like I said, one of the attributes of a good leader is to empathize with the people, to communicate effectively. Now let me bust your bubble.
Okay.
How many times have you seen the president of Xi Jinping of China to come and spend vacation in Nigeria or in Africa? How many times have you heard that Joe Biden is coming to Africa to come for vacation? Like I just talked about, I will still recall the resort in very popular resort in is it Cross River State, that Obudu Ranch.
Obudu Cattle Ranch. Yes.
Obudu Cattle Ranch. Just imagine the president visiting that place for his vacation. Erejesha Waterfall. We have all man Oluma Rock. Travel to the east to spend your vacation with let the Easterners feel that okay, let them have a sense of belonging. This is the president, he's on our land. This is the president of Nigeria. Let him travel to Kano. Even the presence of the president alone will create a kind of sanity in that country. I mean, in that state.
Yes.
We sanitize the system totally for the time being. And people will have a president that they can relate with. That is why we can say we have the Lukwayo, or the like of the Mahatma Gandhi. That's why we can start saying, okay, this leader. I don't know what is wrong with this presidential leaders. Spending, and funny enough, we heard that even as our president is the president is I don't want to talk. Let me not talk about Nigerian president. But sometimes you will even see the one patronizing some president in Africa. They will start patronizing the leaders of other countries. Is it that you want to go and report what is happening in your country to that monarch, or you want to go and table the situation in your country? Because politics is grassroots. The moment you miss at the grassroots level, forget it. That's all. You missed at the grassroots level, that's all. So like I said, I just talked about, just imagine how much that will fetch, that we add up to our economy if the president is visiting Obudu Cattle Ranch. Said that's the president of Nigeria.
Within Nigeria, not
Within Nigeria,
outside Nigeria,
for his vacation.
Very, 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 very.
You will notice that Nigerians, so many Nigerians want to follow suit.
Yeah.
Or their president will be visiting the popular Yankari Game Reserve or Bogu Game Reserve. Or the president will be visiting Ahmadu Bello to spend his Ahmadu Bello, what's it called, if there's any kind of tourist attraction around that area. We have so many of them in Nigeria. And before you know it, our senators will be following suit. They'll be having vacations within, and even we are going to strengthen our security. Because if the president is going to, he will see for himself that this is a situation in this particular area. We need to rally around, or we need to
working as soon as possible.
We need to reject the security architecture in that particular area.
Yes.
So you can just imagine things will change sporadically, but when you have a leadership disconnection between the leaders and the followers, and the president wants to spend vacation, he's traveling to other countries. I mean, this was exactly what there's going to be a kind of a disconnection. And it's going to lead into what I call dysfunctional administration, headless administration. Even you yourself, when you come back to the country, you see people, you see all manner of high service, people coming back to the villa, that okay, this person is back. But even if you are in somewhere in Nigeria, people can still access. They still have access to you.
Yes.
It's not even because of traveling abroad. It's not because of access. Because even in the UK, we have so many elites who are in the UK that are cronies, that are present cronies.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, if the president spends his vacation in Nigeria, so somewhere in Nigeria, you are going to see a whole lot of sense of people. We have what we call sense of belonging. And this is a president that belongs to the people.
It's going to be the man,
and it's going to add up to the economy.
I agree with you.
And it's going to rejig our security architecture, because when the president is visiting that particular region, for the sake, we are going to tighten up the security, and he will see for himself. Yes. And when he sees for himself, so we know that things needs to be fixed, put in place for Nigeria to move forward.
All right, thank you. Now let's discuss the absence, how it has affected the everyday struggles of Nigerians. We have seen the situation of this fuel subsidy. But what other aspects do you think it has affected? Just absence alone. Considering everything happening right now.
Even the fuel subsidy is still a child's place for what I call the valuation of our currency.
Okay.
Because when you float your currency, when your currency is not weak, just imagine $1 to a dollar is 1,600. Maybe recently we had about 1,500 plus. But what's the between 1,500 and 1,600?
It's 1,600.
Even we had that we should note that it's definitely going to at a parallel market or what have you, that is going to be at 1.5 plus or thereabout. So, like I said, either 1.5 or 1.6, they are still birds of same feathers flocking together. So what I'm saying in essence is, when you strengthen your naira, if anybody, for crying out loud, we export our crude oil. Let it be sold in naira. If you are going to buy it, come and pay in naira. You'll be forced to convert your dollars. You bring it to the country here. You convert it to the naira. We have enough dollars in our account. And you are going to strengthen the naira, because you are not going to buy. Even if you are bringing your dollars, we are not going to collect it from you. You have to convert it and you pay in naira. That's when you strengthen the naira. And before you know it, the naira will be strengthened. Then whatsoever, the dollar will come down.
Yes, it's going to come
so
down.
If dollar, as soon as dollar is able to, and again, we don't have a functional refinery, you will remove subsidy. Who does that? When refineries are not working, and you remove the fuel subsidy.
I think when it was removed, there's nothing like refinery.
There's nothing like what are we refining? We are only importing crude. We are importing petroleum products from abroad.
It is now that it has become.
So you are just talking about. I mean, back to your question. You said
the absence. How does it affect the struggles?
It affects everything.
Everyday struggles of Nigeria.
Because it is only president that is available that we know all this that we are saying. When you are here, you think about. Look at. I used to make reference to Barack Obama when he was the president of America. When the man was sworn in, he has his black hair. Black hair. The hair with black. Dark hair all over his head. But few years into that, in that office, he started developing gray hair.
Yes.
So the point is, when you live among your people, you understand what they are passing through. You feel what they are feeling. But when you are the type that junkets up and down, even for medical, some people will say it's for medical trip. Are you saying we don't have good ends in this country?
We're even going to
Just imagine, even it's more or less like what I call medical tourism, giving money to what's it called, giving money to those people abroad that just strengthen their own economy at the detriment of your own economy. Look at, for example, we have hospitals. We have hospitals in Nigeria. We have so many teaching hospitals that are with competent hand.
Yes.
Is it not our consultant that travels from here to those countries? And they are turned into superheroes in those countries.
Yes.
So we cannot make do with them in Nigeria. When they are in Nigeria now, they are wizards or they are witches and what's it called? But when they travel abroad, they are saints. We have Lagos. We have Lutz Teaching Hospital. We have OAU Teaching Hospital. We have University College Hospital, UAE Ibadan. We have University of Teaching Hospitals everywhere. We have specialized hospitals, strong one. We have, for example, Duchess in Lagos. So many hospitals in Nigeria. I know they did not pay me to come and run the advertisement, but it's good we call their name.
Yes, very impressive.
You know, but our leaders, they prefer to go and take the money to India, take the money to take the money to UK to go and pay this thing. And it's not as if the service they are being given there is better than the one they will receive in Nigeria. Why not put the money? If it is facilities, the facilities you are going to use over there, you can use, build the same facility here, and put somebody in charge, and the person must be accountable. And the moment we put in the issue of accountability, our government will start taking proper shape. But because you believe that after you put somebody there, that nobody will give you, that the whole things will be destroyed, and that's what one of the silly excuses they are giving as regards our refineries. That after installing the refineries, that the maintenance culture is not. For crying out loud,
there's no structure, there's no plan.
In short, put a military there as administrator. Anybody that mess up there, they should be thoroughly dealt with. You will notice that the place will work and will work effectively. Because when you notice our roads now, when everybody is misbehaving, but when you had the military is coming on the road, everybody will maintain we take balance.
Yes, that's true.
So that's why you used to approach what called the carrot.
It's the beginning of evil.
Yeah, it's the beginning. Yeah, that's why you have to apply stick and carrot sometimes.
Yes.
But you have to live among them. If you are not there, it will definitely affect. For 4 years, you say you've traveled to so many countries. How many times have you heard Xi Jinping of China traveling to countries? How many times have you heard Joe Biden of America traveling to countries? How many times have you heard, as if not for the case of Ukraine and Russia crisis, maybe Vladimir Putin trying to source for, look for a weapon outside Russia. That's what he travels to North Korea, travel to China, travel to some countries like that.
Yes.
If not for that reason, you hardly had a Vladimir Putin traveling, junketing up and down. The North Korea leader, Kim Jong, you hardly see him traveling anyhow. But today, in UK, our own in part of in Africa here, I wouldn't say necessarily it's Nigeria alone.
Now,
UK.
Speaking of this, Mr. President's vacation, does he comply with Nigeria's code of conduct for public officials? Let me give you an example now. His predecessor, Muhammad Buhari, whenever he goes on vacations, I think he hands over, I guarantee you that he hands over to his vice president back then.
President Vice BP
Oshibajo, very good, around I think 2016 or so. So how does it not, their code of conduct for public officials, why does it not work in this system right now? Like, what's wrong? What's really going on? Doesn't comply with Nigeria.
You see, like I said, when you see a bogus constitution, there's always a problem. A good constitution is always very short, concise, and precise. Because when you read that section 145, you had a lot of that. Okay, the president must relinquish power to the vice president, blah blah.
Acting presidents,
and he must, must be ratified at the upper chamber, at the level of the Senate.
Senate, yes. But
here in this country, I will ask you, when we have your rubber stamp Senate, who employs our Senate president has become an employment. you put somebody there. Somebody who is supposed to checkmate to check the excesses of our executive. You know, it's been handled. That position alone is somebody would just be the one to say, okay, this is the person I want him to be. I want this person to be the Senate president. Why wouldn't the Senate become a rubber stamp Senate assembly? Everything is always yes sir.
Yes.
The highs always have it. Apart from highs always have it, but it's always yes sir to the executive, and which is wrong. These are people who are supposed to be. They are the lawmakers. They are the one telling you that no. They are the one quoting the laws.
Yes.
Put things in perspective. So, like I said, here in Nigeria, I don't want to say maybe we are gradually degenerating to what I call banana republic, where you will see, the obvious, and our lawmakers will just turn blind eye. And it happens even you just quoted during the period of President Buhari.
Yes.
Even so many errors. Even that traveling we knew what happened.
Yes.
Why even they called to assent VP Oshibajo to become the acting president.
He was there for like 51 days.
So we knew what passed through the water that passed through the back doors before you could. So like I said, the laws in Nigeria is only applicable to the poor. It's not applicable to the rich, to those at the top. Those at the top, they know how to maneuver their ways to manipulate the process. They will speak out, and that's why when you see a law that has a whole lot of theory of contradiction, you see here somebody will raise a particular we'll talk about a particular law here. Somebody will make reference to another law. That's why when you see bogus constitution, it's not always it does not really add well to that country. But it's short. See, like I said, I made a good example a few days ago that when you see a thief is a thief, when you want to talk about there's a space for corruption, there is a particular page for corruption.
Yes.
There's a page for misappropriation of fund. There's a space for thefts. But why not put it thief? Any act of a thief is a thief. Like popular saying that a thief is a thief. If he has done the same things, these are ways to anybody, not just people will say somebody has stolen a boy has stolen 10 naira, 200 naira, and that boy is lynched to death. Whereby we have people that are given presidential honor, and they've cutted the way, they've looted this country dry, and they return back from prison, maybe with people who will use Ashwebi to welcome them. I mean, so like I said, the constitution. If we are going to make headway in this country, it's going to be we have to change the constitution.
Well, thank you, Doctor. Now, I want us to look at it from a different perspective. Although you have said a little about it. Now, this Mr. President's vacation, can we say is indicative for a medical issue, a health issue, or a need for medical attention?
Whichever issue, I think we have better. It could be better handled in this country. Either on vacation, are you saying if you talk about medical, are you saying we don't have experts in this country?
We do. We have a lot of excellent doctors that can be able
if it's going to be on vacation, you say you want to tell me we don't have a whole lot of beautiful tourist center in this country?
We do.
In short, even a university alone, the president can have a vacation to a university.
Yes.
Either maybe he wants to spend his vacation in the University of Ibadan, he wants to spend his vacation at the University of Bayero University. I want to spend his vacation in the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, other University of Port Harcourt, just to be there. Be there for few days. Have meetings with people. Talk to them. Pick a sector, either education sector. Address the issues in education. Using a particular university as a microcosm to address others. Whatsoever that is applicable to one, they should adopt it for others. That's what we call them. We are not talking about the servant leader. Or you can even pick agriculture. There's one new agricultural sector not far from Ota. Somewhere around Ota. You see, come and look at the luxurious building. This is a farm. A farm. But you would think you are in Dubai. If you would think you are in Dubai. in that particular farm. You can even be any sector, either tourism, any entertainment industry. You can. There are always, a whole lot of places that you can always spend your time without necessarily addressing to. If it's going to be your vacation and you are to spend a month or two, you can still make do. You can still relax. But if you are going to do it with your people, so that your people will have a sense of belonging. Right. Not you getting up and down, spending the money that you said is not enough. You are spending it in Paris. You will take a flight. The flight is not for free. People will follow you. People will go with you. You will also pay them. They will also lodge. You will also pay for their lodge and everything. Where you are even parking the plane, you are going to pay for the parking lot. So all manner, and you're still going to move you around there. If it's going to be a medical trip, we have good doctors also in Nigeria.
All right, thank you. That's a solid point, doctor. So, what are your final notes on those Tinubu's vacations?
If it's going to be on the basis of medical, I want to say something. I want to say this openly.
Okay.
That it is only God that that really heals. All doctors are just there to just show their own level, to just care for the people. Mm-hmm. Okay, so people should not think that we have one super people that are somewhere. We also have them here in Nigeria too. So, on a general note, just to anchor, I want to admonish that that being a leader in any country is a call to responsibility. And like I said, power is transient. What you do, posterity will always judge everybody. What you do today will become history tomorrow. So, as a president, Junketing, like I said, when you look at the developed nation that we are really planning to emulate, how many of them do you see traveling everywhere to hardly. Like I just made mention of Xi Jinping of China,
except
Vladimir Putin of Russia, all the world leaders. Most of them, they stay in their country to develop their country. They think about their country. We have to start thinking of Nigeria first. We hit Nigeria. I mean, we everything we do, we invest in Nigeria. We buy Nigeria. Like now, many people can boldly say they have their own cultural attire in their homes. So like I said, we have to look at how we can really invest into this country, and it all comments from because they say leadership by example. Our leaders must show example, because if they are not doing that, then they are not really passing the right message across to the followers. So, like I said, conclusively, we are junketing around. It's not really it's not really a way to go for a developing nation. So, think about as a leader, you must show empathy by at least spending your vacation with the people. And if it's going to be on a medical trip, your medical trip should be, you can always develop your nation, the medical industry, the health sector, develop it to a level that even if you're believing, people will say you've touched that sector. You can even show example by allowing your doctor to treat you in Nigeria. Okay. And again, if it's going to be on tourism, what tourism that is in there, even our tourism is more richer than the tourism out there. We have everything here in this country. Is it going to be ranging from wildlife? We have them in Africa or in Nigeria. Is it going to be on? We have everything in this country. So, like I said, conclusively, we have to look at Nigerian projects. We have to develop Nigerian projects, and it has to be leadership by example. Like I said, you can't tell the citizen to tighten up their belt when you don't even have belt at all.
That's very funny. Thank you, doctor. Now, how they say the best investment is in oneself. At this particular stage, I think it is best we as Nigerians, the president of Nigeria needs to invest more in Nigeria, because it's a developing nation, just like doctor said. Have empathy for the people. Spend time more with the people. Let people enjoy you, see more of you, and feel relaxed that there's a future ahead that is very, very great for them. So there you have it, viewers, on Express Politics. Thank you, doctor, for coming to the studio today. It's good to have you. And this is where we draw the curtain. Bye for now.